Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's section. I am Joy Sylvester Valentina Omefe, the program coordinator for the exclusive Women of Influence Circle. Please, can you all hear me?
Yes.
All right. As we are waiting for others to join, we are going to start right away while others are joining along the way. So, this is the exclusive Women of Influence Circle, and today we are having a creative writing workshop which will be heard by one of our very own sisters, Sister Yewande Adegunwario. Today is not your regular section that we usually have. Today is going to be a fantastic practical section. So you need to pay attention, get your writing materials, because I know there are things that you're going to write down. So I'm going to hand over the section to our sister. So over to you, Sister Yewande.
Thank you very much, Joy, for that introduction. Good evening, everyone. I hope we're all okay. Joy, at some point, can you unmute people because I want it to be interactive, please?
Okay, all right.
So can everyone hear me so far? Because it's important that I'm not speaking to myself.
Yes, I can hear you well.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. So like Joy said, we're going to do some work. So I hope you have your pens and papers ready. If you haven't, I can give you 2 minutes to please gather your writing materials so that you're ready to take notes and participate properly, because it will be nice to make it interactive so that people can, discuss certain things that we're going to do together. I believe this is an hour long, Joy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So are we all ready? Do we need a bit more time to get our papers and pens? Or are we ready to dig in straight away?
You're ready, ma'am.
Amazing. Okay, so this is about memoir writing. And can I just ask around the room who has written a memoir, who knows what a memoir is? And I would really appreciate it if you can just say one or two things that you know about memoir writing. If anyone's written one, or you know what it is, or you want to share, anything. I don't want to be the one talking alone. So it'd be nice to have one or two people just say something about what they know about memoir writing. Anyone? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have about 12 of us here. I need someone to say something. Otherwise, this is going to be boring. It's not going to be like a classroom where the teacher does all the talking. This is supposed to be interactive. So please, one or two people, tell me what you know about memoir writing, please.
Hello.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi. Yes. Okay. I haven't written a memoir before, but I've read memoirs of people who have written them, and I think a memoir is just recounting your life experiences, things that have happened along the way, things that you can remember. So that's my thinking anyway.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for that contribution. Before I say anything, can I have one more person tell me what they feel? Have you written one? Have you read one? Do you know what it is? And then we can carry on from there. One more, please. Okay. So maybe we'll just go with what Caroline said. So it's pretty much what you said. It's usually about something, that has happened. It's not the whole life story. It could be about an event in your life. It could be about your time at school. Maybe you went to a boarding school and you want to write a memoir about your time in boarding school, the experience, what it was like for you, what you liked, what you didn't like about it, the shock of it, if you had any shock, that sort of thing. So that's memoir writing. So you recap, something happened and you're writing about it, basically. Sometimes people think memoir writing is everything about yourself. Not necessarily. It could be an event, it could be, something you want to remember and write about. So we have different reasons for writing memoirs. So I'm going to, let's just start with something that I feel is a subtle way in. If you don't see me, don't worry, I'm here. Once you can hear me, we're good. So, memoir writing, for me, it's turning life experiences into a powerful story. That's what I've called it. And basically, we all can do different things with our writing. But to start us off, I want to say that when you're writing a memoir, there must be a reason behind it. So it's the why. It's why you're writing the memoir. What is your aim for writing a memoir? Why do you think anybody wants to know? You understand? But before we delve into that, I have thought of something and I'm going to ask everyone. And please, I would like, again, one or two answers. So, simple question, right? If your life was a book, what would the title be? Simple. If your life was a book, what would the title be? And if I can find one or two answers, I'll be good to carry on. Okay? So, did everyone hear that? If your life was a book, what would the title of that book be?
Yeah, I would like to talk, please.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're all ears.
Okay. In my life was a book. The title will be Surviving Stroke, a real life journey.
Amazing. That's powerful. And right there, I see a story unfolding. Because by the time you put that together, that title alone has a lot. It's a package, and you've packed a lot into that title. So already people want to know the story. All right. Thank you very much for that contribution. So can I have one more person tell me what the title would be if your life was a book? Nurat, I see your hand up.
Yes. We title it as Omotayo, a product of grace.
Sorry, there was a bit of background noise, so I didn't quite get your title there.
Omotayo, a product of grace.
A product of grace.
Yeah.
Awesome. Again, you have packed a lot into that title. And of course,
Exactly.
by the time you start writing that, you have a lot to say. And this is what writing a memoir is all about. Now, I've had two out of, we have a few people here. We have 18 people in this webinar. And I've had two tell me their titles, and those titles are amazing. Can I ask now if you've done anything about those titles? Have you written something? Have you started? Have you got notes? What have you done with those two titles?
Um, my title is My Real Life Story. Is the
Okay.
situation I'm currently going through.
Hmm.
And I would like to write about it. So I just wrote a synopsis, like a 4-line synopsis, because I don't even know how to write a book. I don't know how to write a memo. I don't know anything about it. But it just hit me.
Hmm.
In the last 11 months, I've
Hmm.
gone through hell.
Hmm.
I used to be a very powerful man, very,
Hmm.
very outgoing. I do a lot,
Hmm.
but it's wrong. It grounded my life.
Hmm.
I started from a place where I didn't have any information.
Hmm.
So I want to write it for Nigerians because I had my stroke in Nigeria.
Hmm.
No
Okay.
information. Mm.
Okay. Let me just say something to you very quickly. I know you said you don't know how to start, you don't know how to write it, but I'll give you a tip now. Sometimes getting down to write might be a chore, right? So, an idea is to record yourself, okay? Use your phone to record yourself. See all of what you said just now? Record it on your phone. And you can now start to put them in folders. Your chapter 1 could be the stroke itself. Your chapter 2 could be how it happened. Your chapter 3 could be where it happened.
Mm.
And like that, you're building your chapters. But please record yourself.
Mm.
Because sometimes when you're trying to get yourself to write, you're wasting a lot of time.
Mm.
Okay? You're thinking, you're planning, you're plotting, you're like, oh, I'm all over the place. I don't know what to do here. But if you record your voice and tomorrow you go back and play your voice, you are gathering materials. Okay?
Yeah.
Every time you record something, it's another material in your memoir.
Mm.
So please take this as a tip and write it down and
All right.
say, this is what I'm going to start doing now. If you don't get the time to write, please record your voice. Record yourself. Sometimes we
Okay.
sound funny when we play our voices back. You know, but say, oh, is that how I sound when I record? Is that how I sound when I speak? Don't worry about all of that. Remember, this is your material and you're putting it together. If
Mm.
recording it is going to be the best way for you, please do so. I hope that's
Mm.
helpful. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
now you know where to start. Don't say you don't
Yes.
know. Now you know. Okay? All right. So, can I have one more person tell me something that they've done?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Ode.
Ode.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, if my life was a book, were to
Yes.
be a book for
Hmm,
people to read,
hmm.
I think I will title it A Life of Impact
A
because,
life of impact.
yes, as a person, I believe that the greatest investment one can make is impacting
Hmm,
the world. Um, Businesses may collapse,
yeah.
industries may fold,
Yeah.
right? Uh, any kind of investment, even shares may drop, as we
Hmm,
see at the time in the stock market.
yes.
So every other kind of investment you make
Hmm,
may drop. But the greatest investment you can make as a person is on a fellow human being. I believe that that investment has a multiplier effect. It lasts forever.
amazing.
Yeah, it lasts
Amazing.
forever.
So now you've shared your topic and you've shared why the topic. Can you now tell me what you have done about it? Have you written anything down? Have you got anything, you know? Is it a
Yeah.
work in progress?
Well, to let you know why the reason I joined this is actually my cycle. I've written books. I write books. That is the fact.
Awesome.
I've written out to 14 books. They're also on Amazon.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can check Amazon. Books
Uh-huh.
by Ode Eidoko, they are there.
Uh-huh.
My last book was published in January this year. It's also
Wow.
on Amazon, and currently I'm trying to work with Roving Heights Bookshop in Nigeria,
Okay.
to start selling the book. So
That's
yeah, I think
impressive.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
one of the things the networking I want is on the marketing of my
All
books.
right.
Yeah, I actually have like I said, up to 40 books already, and more still coming because that is my life. I write. I like writing.
Amazing.
Fiction, yeah, fictions, religious books,
Hmm.
and motivational books,
Hmm.
self-help books.
Hmm.
So, like my first book was published 2011 here in London
Okay.
by Author House, and the title was "Putting Your Talent to Work."
Okay.
And
Well done.
yeah,
Very well done.
yeah,
So, if I can get you correctly, your reason for joining this webinar this evening is so
mm,
that you can network and connect with people
yes,
that maybe can guide you on marketing of the work
yes,
you already did.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mm,
Awesome. So, I like this because I'm getting to understand each and every one of you that has said something so far. And I hope you understand me as well. Yeah.
mm,
Okay. So I am going to look at another thing now.
yeah,
Um, haven't done that exercise. We're now going to look at a specific period, a specific theme, a specific challenge, experience, or transformation. Because our sister that spoke earlier on said how she used to be. And now, because of the illness, she's obviously transformed. So that's a transformation. That's a memoir. That's something, that she can now channel her energy on and say, I have to do this. And, you know, there's so much in us. Every single one of us have a story inside of us. And I strongly believe that I think sometimes what we need is the motivation to be able to put it on paper. You know, Mr. Ode has done 40 already, over, and is still going. So that is for you to know that you can just sleep and wake up and you can write something and publish it. And nowadays it's easy to publish because we have the likes of Amazon, we have Lulu, we have, quite a lot of online access that makes it easy to write. And sometimes people use AI now to write. You just say what you want and get AI to, help you expand on it. But I'm going to say to you, AI can be very good, but if you use AI for anything, please read it properly. Do not fully rely on AI to help you write everything because they do make mistakes. All right. And as efficient as it may be, there could be mistakes, and you don't want to make mistakes because it's going out there. People are going to look at it, people are going to criticize, people are going to find whatever. So please be careful how you use AI for your writing. Okay, now we've talked about why we write, right? And we've had a few reasons, but I want to share some reasons that I've put down. Um, and basically, why write a memoir? Is it because, like our brother said, Mr. Ode said, he likes to impact? And that's his reason for writing. He likes to impact. So when he writes, it's with intention. He's not just writing because he wants his book on a shelf. He's not just writing because he wants to be famous. He's not just writing because he wants people to read it and say, oh, I know this person who wrote this book. That's not the motive. The motive is to impact lives. And if I ask my sister why she wants to write, I think it's because she wants to heal. Am I right, sister? You want to heal from that writing. That's why you're thinking of writing. Am I
Yeah.
right?
And number two, that's number one.
Right.
Number two is that I had my stroke in Nigeria before I came to the UK.
Okay.
When I had the stroke,
Hmm.
I totally did not even understand what was happening to me.
Hmm.
No information was out there.
Hmm.
When I came to the UK, there's so much I've learned about stroke. So much I've understood what is going on with me.
Hmm.
And so much I've known what will happen to me. In Nigeria, it is totally not there. So I want to hear my life story for someone that's going through it in Nigeria to
That's
even
it.
know what they're going through.
That's
So
it.
even others, do you know in Nigeria, I didn't know the impact of what happened to me at all. It's until I came in that I realized a lot has changed about my life.
Wow.
And this is what I can explain. This is what I can explain. For example, I didn't know what was called fatigue. But fatigue is an impact on stroke. You know, in Nigeria, this information is not out there. I want to write and put it in hospitals.
Yes.
People who have stroke, they can understand what they're going through.
Sister, that's a powerful message you're going to be passing on. Powerful. Powerful. And without bringing myself into it, my father had a stroke. So I know what you're saying. And he had that stroke in Nigeria as well. And I know exactly what you're talking about. And I brought him to the UK. And I know what we went through. So I'm with you. I can relate 100% to your reason for wanting to write this. And you're going to be helping a lot of people. And my thing for you this evening, as you are, you're speaking with a lot of passion. I feel and I hear that passion in your voice. And that passion is the reason why you're going to do something about it. Because already you're on your way. You're going to start recording your voice. All of what you're saying, you'll be recording it, recording it, recording it. And before you know it, you will write that book. And you're going to help a lot of people. And you're not just helping people in Nigeria, my dear sister, you're helping people all over the world. Because that book travel. You know what they say about books? I don't know if you've heard this before, but if you want to hide something from human beings, trust me, go and put it in a book. Write the book and just leave it there. Because some people don't read. So the book will be hidden, and a lot of things are in that book. And it's a saying that is so real, it's so true, because a lot of people don't read and they're missing out. And that's why that saying is very popular and apt, because they don't read, the thing is hidden. It's just like a book by Napoleon Hill. And it talks about being rich, getting rich, and all of that. You know, when you read the book, it will make you understand how the minds of the rich people works. It's a lot of secrets inside that book. But how will you find it if you don't read the book? So it will take for you to read that book, for you to find out that secret. So I am encouraging you, whatever it is that you want to write, start the process. Don't wait until you have enough material. That's another mistake that people make. Yeah, but maybe I don't have enough pages. Maybe it's not enough words. Forget about that. Just do your writing. And I'm sure my brother Ode understands and agrees with what I'm saying. Your book does not have to be 100,000 words. Please.
Yes, can I come in here, please?
Yes, you can come in. Yes.
Let me also assist my sister. Like you said, writing a book is not having all the materials before you start. You may begin from just what do I want to write on? What is the topic? What is the title? I remember when I was in junior secondary school back in Nigeria, I've read so many books that I thought was going to write a book, very young age. And I bought my book and pen. I didn't have a title. I didn't know what I was going to write. I was able to write some few notes, and I didn't know what next to write. I started crying. My mother asked me, "What's the problem?" I told her, "You see, my son, you're going to be an international author."
Amen.
So what am I saying? Subsequently, I discovered that if I want to write a book, I begin from the title, and then I get the chapters. I chapterize them already. And then under each of the chapters, I say, this is what I'm going to write, what I'm going to write, this is what I'm going to write. And then I'll get the skeleton. And then over time, begin to build on the skeleton from time to time. I read, as I read, either of course of me, I put it under each of the chapters.
Yeah.
And then before you know, begin to add flesh to the skeleton. I remember my first book I wrote was called, is a talent book and is in series. The first one is Discover Your Talent. Second one, Putting Your Talent to Work. And the last one I'm writing on the talent series is Talent Alone is Not Enough. When I started writing Put Your Talent to Work, I remember I was leaving Benue for Lagos, and obviously because I'm a writer, I always go with pen and paper.
Yes.
The idea occurred to me while I was in the bus I still remember, between Benin City and also, and I just brought out the book and I began to write, right? And all the time I have that book there. As idea comes to me, I go back there and write.
Yeah.
So my that to write, but we don't have to have all the details at once. Get an idea. These are the things I want. Chapterize them. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. That to the chapter I want to write, and then begin to build on it. Just get the skeleton and add flesh to it from time to time. The last book I told you I wrote that was published in January this year is also on Amazon and other platforms. That book took me over 10 years for you to know book. It took me
I
over
can
10
relate.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the book was finally published, adding to it, removing from it, adding to it, removing from it. But finally that book was out in January this year. But the challenge we have is that we want to get all the ideas. It can never have all the ideas. That is why we have the issues when it comes to book or
Yeah.
editions. So write one edition, there's a need. Can I second edition, third edition? Like I said, my talent book is in series. First one, discover your talent. After discovering it, put it to work. And put it to work, talent alone is not enough. So I keep adding to it and adding to it. That is the best approach to writing a book. You
That's
can
it.
never have all the resources in the world to complete a book before you start writing a book.
Thank you very much. And that's really apt. Really apt. Don't wait until it's perfect, because that is another mistake we make. And something else that I know for sure is worrying a lot of people is the English. Did I put the comma properly? Shouldn't there be a full stop there? Oh, I didn't write it well. Then you squeeze the writing, you put it in the bin. That's for those who write with pen and paper. For those who type now, they will delete everything. Do you know that the mistake you make sometimes is deleting what you have written? Because some of what you're deleting could be material. How about you just do drafts? If you're not sure, keep it as a draft, save it as a draft. By the time you come back with a fresh mind, carry on from where you stopped. If you're not happy with it, please don't delete it, still save it and do the one you think you're doing properly. Because one day you will go back to your draft and you will find the original story that you had. The idea is still where you saved it. You just need to make it what you want it to be. There's so much in us. You can even start from the beginning. So if you have stories about when you were born, where you were born, what position you are in the family, are you the first, are you the middle, are you the last? that is the beginning. You want to write about that? That is fine. But that's somewhere to start your story. And that's a memoir, where it began. And then you can move on to where the challenges started. If I bring myself into this now, I went to both primary and secondary boarding schools, and they were both in Nigeria. And I remember how little I was when I went to primary school. Boarding school, I thought my parents hated me. I thought they didn't love me. That's what I thought. How can they throw a child this tiny into boarding school? Do you know the story behind that? Do you know how much I have, just sitting and waiting for me to develop about that time in my life, my boarding school experience? That's a big story. I can tell you how we used to go and fetch water. I went to Mayflower Junior School in Ikenne, for those who know where that is. And for a tiny little girl that I was, all those seniors used to get us to go and fetch water in the river. And we used to cross the road with buckets, aluminum buckets on our head. That's the story. The day I'm ready to release this story, whoever hasn't even seen a tenth of what I saw would find that their story is moi moi. Moi moi, for those who don't understand Yoruba, is what is it? It's being cake. That is nothing. When you think about what I'm saying, as a little child and you go to boarding school and you suffer because some seniors are just not nice. They're not nice, and they just make you work hard. And that story is a story of bitterness. I hope I'm making sense. When you're bitter, when you remember something that happened to you, that bitterness comes out. It pours out of you. And it's a memoir at the same time. So you think like that, where it began, the challenge. And then you move on to the breaking point. It gets to a time and you're like, wow, how dare they be so mean to me? You're at the breaking point at this stage, and you're writing. Remember, you started with where it began. You got to the challenge. The challenge is, oh, they just make me do things I don't want to do. Then the breaking point where you say, I've had enough of all these seniors. They shouldn't be so mean. Yeah, you got 3 chapters by now. And then you move to the 4th chapter and you're looking at the turning point. This is the point where you either agree that that's life, or you say to mom and dad, I don't want to go to that school again. Can you just, change the school? And then the next chapter will be what I learned. What I learned from that experience. I hope you're making notes, because some of these things that we're discussing, I'm sure some of you can relate. It will make sense to some people. It will be strange to some people, but please take the ideas and run with them, because you never know how this can work for you in your storyline. And remember, we're talking about memoir, so it's in your memory. It's something you cannot forget. That's what a memoir is. You can't forget it. So you're going to remember it by writing it down and then use it to help the world. Use it to heal the world. Use it to help somebody. Because as little as you think your story is, it's a big deal to the person who's reading it. And I hope I'm making sense. I think I've been speaking for about how many minutes now? So I would like some contribution, like, are you flowing with me? Does this relate? Does it resonate with anyone? Does anyone want to share something? Anyone? Do we have other people on this webinar who went to boarding schools? Anyone? Boarding school experience? Yes, all right. I saw your hand up. Hello?
Yeah.
I saw your hand up. You can speak.
Oh, well, I went to boarding house, and I think I experienced a lot of what you went through, because I was thrown into boarding house in Lagos because my dad was working in Port Harcourt, and my mom had to follow with my younger ones. So I was left in a very unfamiliar environment in Lagos, which was quite traumatic. Because, of course, we had just relocated from the UK. Of course, my accent was still UK accent, which is a red flag to students, you know.
Yeah.
So, of course, my provisions were taken. I was bullied. And I remember the first night I went to boarding house, the house mistress gave me a bucket and said I should go and fetch water to take my bath. And I said, where? And she said, behind the school building.
Yes.
And I remember carrying my bucket and walking, not knowing where I was going. And I was listening to all these crickets and night noises, and looking around and thinking, I'm sure there are ghosts around here, you know? And then all of a sudden, I saw this albino girl come behind me, and I literally thought she was a ghost.
Oh.
So I screamed and I started running, and she thought I'd seen something. So she started running after me, you know? So I screamed all the way back to the boarding house, the dormitory, and the headmistress mistress said, what is it? I said, a ghost is following me. A ghost is following me. And she said, where? So I pointed to I still remember her name very clearly. I pointed to her. I said, her, she's a ghost. And the headmistress said, she's not a ghost, she's an albino, you know. And that was the first time in my life I'd encountered, you know, but that's one of the many things that stuck it. That's a bit humorous. I mean, yes, yeah, but I mean, it's something that I can never forget. And anytime I tell people, you know, they always laugh, because I mean, it's funny in a way.
Yes.
But yes, I mean, I think I was only in boarding for 1 or 2 years, but they were extremely horrible years. I mean, I came across one of the seniors who used to punish me for no reason. I was at church with my daughter not too long ago, and she saw me and she said, oh, your daughter looks so much like you when you were in a boarding school. I wanted to slap her face, you know, but I just...
Can I ask you a question about the feeling when you saw that senior? What was the feeling?
When
you saw her? You know, when you see somebody
yes, the feeling of it, first of all, that initial feeling of dread, you know, that initial feeling of fear, that feeling of, I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to see her, you know. Well, in a way, you're confronted with something that you can't run.
Yes.
You face it. You face it head on.
Yes.
So I just looked at her, greeted her, and moved on,
Mm,
you know. But for her to have evoked that sense of fear
mm.
and dread in me so many,
Yeah.
many, many, many years
Years
later,
after. Yeah.
you know, yeah. Um, and again, I mean, I remember all these names. So because of this, my experience in boarding,
Mm.
I am not very, I don't participate in my school alumni.
Because you
Yeah,
have not
I don't.
forgotten the experience.
No, no, not because I'm not very, because I actually don't have good memories of
Mm. Your time
the
in boarding
school.
school.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But is this
So
something you would like to write about? It's a memoir.
the thing is, what I would like to write about is actually more. It's more. It's stronger. It's more evocative. Is that the word? It's more.
Mm.
For me, it
It's,
will make.
it's deeper. It's deeper than that experience in boarding school.
Yes, 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 yes.
Uh-huh.
So,
Mhm.
like you said, and like Oprah said, we all have books in us. We could
Yes.
write.
Yes.
So if I was going to write that one, that would be one of
Of the
others.
many.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
But yes, when I talk about it to people,
Mm.
of course, it's like this happened to me. They stole all my provision. Can you imagine going to school the first
Yeah.
day with provision and they steal all your provision? You have no more
Yes.
provision for the term.
I can
Yeah.
relate.
Um,
I can relate.
yeah.
And the worst
So
thing for me is the names of all those seniors who were not nice
yes,
to me is etched
yes,
in my memory. I can tell you
yes,
the
yes,
first name and the last name of every
yes,
single senior that was mean to me. Do you know
yes.
what
Me
that
too.
means?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
a
Me too.
memoir.
Me
That's
too.
a memory that you would never
Mm,
forget, that would never go away. And
mm,
when you
yeah.
write it, I think it's a therapy. I think it's a healing process.
Yes.
Write it down
Yeah.
and just
Mm,
get it off your chest.
mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing with
I,
the
I don't particularly. Yeah. I mean, I think it was in my second year when they were all ganging up on me. They did something in class and they said it was me.
Mm-mm.
And I told the teacher it wasn't me, it was them.
Mm,
So they waited for me until after class
mm,
and they wanted to beat me.
mm.
And I held one of them and I beat Shege. Shege. Even me, I didn't know that I could beat somebody. That's the first person I beat in my life.
Mm.
I beat her. I beat her so the others ran away.
Mhm.
And she never came near me again.
That's it.
So but even I didn't know that
You had it
I
in
could
you.
beat anyone.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I just
That's it.
had enough. I just had enough. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So
Oh, we have so much.
anyway,
We have so much. So thank you very much
yes,
for
yeah, we have
sharing.
so much locked
Yeah.
away,
Yes.
locked away in us that
Yes.
if
There's
you
a lot
hadn't
of
really
archive.
spoken about this
Yeah.
today, it would never
Yeah.
have come to my conscious memory. Yeah.
We have a lot that we've suppressed over the
So
years. So
yes,
much
yeah,
material inside each of us walking around like, every normal person. But there's something there, and we can all relate. We can
yeah,
get something else. We can do
yeah,
something with everything we have in our memory. I'm
yeah.
just hoping that after the session today, after this webinar, the juice will start to
Uh-huh.
flow in some of us and we will
Yeah,
get to work,
yeah,
because there's a lot of
yeah,
healing that we can do from memoir writing.
yes,
A lot.
yes,
I'm just,
yeah.
I'm mindful of the time. I know we don't have a lot of time, but I believe
Mm,
that in future, if people really want, we can come and do part 2 of this webinar. And when we do part
mm-hmm.
2, whoever is in this webinar today will have an opportunity to
Yeah,
say what they've done since this webinar and
yes.
come and share in the part 2. I don't know when that will
Yeah.
be. I'm just saying, if the interest is there, we can have a part two of this, because I feel like there's a lot to pack into an hour. There's a lot. Yeah.
You
Um,
know what I would suggest, if I may,
yeah.
is, like you said, I'm sure this session has released. It's making people think.
Mm,
It's making people, write things down,
mhm,
because I've written quite a bit down, which I didn't even think I would, because I've picked up my pen and paper a number of times and put it down again.
mm.
So it might be good if we arrange another one soon, and then we tell everybody what we have done,
Uh-huh.
how far we have gone, because that will motivate people to write something before the next
Yes.
meeting.
Mm. That's a good plan.
If we leave this
Mhm,
meeting
mm,
without anything now, people will go back and sit down, think about it. Maybe
mm.
they'll just sit back and not do anything. But if you say, look, everybody, I want you to put something down, 2 pages,
Yeah.
and then we'll read it out. We'll read it out to
I
one
think you
another.
have just said it, and I think everybody on this webinar heard that loud and clear. So for everyone who is here to this evening, let us have this assignment for the next time we meet, and let us bring something to the next session, whenever that's going to be. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
mark that in our papers that we've got today. Write today's date on it. And remember, it is memoir writing. So that work that you're going to go and do, I don't know how long it's going to take you,
Yeah.
but the main thing is, when we meet again, I would like us to share what we have written.
Yes.
It will be amazing, because it will help us. And it's not being judgmental. It's not us, criticizing each other's work. It is just us gaining from each other. Gaining
Yes, and
from
maybe
each
even
other.
advising.
Yeah,
Yes, and maybe even advising,
yes. There
yeah.
is no
So,
best way to do something than to do it and do it and do it. And
yeah.
then you get it right, and then you're happy. So
Hmm.
as long as we're open, everything we're discussing here is within us here.
Yes.
When we come back, we're coming back with what we have done about what we learned today and what it has done for us, what it has provoked in us, what it has shifted in us. And that's what we're going to come back to discuss the next time we meet. So I would like people to speak. I know Caroline has said a lot. I know Mr. Ode, and I know my sister also has said a lot. So I want people who haven't said anything to please come and say something, and say what you want to do after today, so that we know we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Please speak up. Anyone who wants to say anything, feel free, say
Sister,
it.
sister, good evening.
Good evening.
God
Welcome,
bless
sister.
you.
I didn't even know you were on.
No, Stellara told me to log on.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, she
Welcome.
did. She did.
Well,
Thank you for presenting this session. We appreciate you giving your time. We
you're
appreciate that.
welcome.
And to summarize, because of time, I'll do it in two. They always say when you're doing a presentation, do it in 3 seconds.
Okay.
I'll bullet points mine, as they said, write something down. I'll try and write something down, because to fast forward it, mine is about, I would like them to learn that everybody's got a potential,
Mhm.
and everybody's got a gift, and everybody's got a talent.
Yes.
In a nutshell, is already in you, and you need to bring it out. It's as simple as that. Don't copy anybody else, because you'd be surprised how much skills and gifts you got in you. It's not only one particular gift you got. Some people have got 2, 3,
Mm.
and some people have got like 7. And I'm like, is this one person? Yes. So I'm just going to share on that nutshell. I
Mm.
was looking at my brothers and sisters when I was young.
Mm.
Fast forward, it put me backward. I was
Mm.
repeating class. There's a lot of low self-esteem, low self-confidence, everything was just low. Fast forward now to today, I said I'll just share this one miracle, and I've got like about 35, just one. I was just 2 minutes close away to David Cameron, and I'm like, wow, in House of Commons, I couldn't believe it. So that's how I wanted to share that everybody has something in them that wherever you're going to be, you'll be. Don't give up on your dreams.
Hmm.
If you want to be a particular anything you want to be, just focus on it. And nothing is ever too late. That's where I'll round up because of time.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I really, really appreciate that. And I hope, one or two words that we've heard during this webinar has, you know, resonated with some of us. And even if you haven't had a chance to say anything, I hope you will take that with you and walk on the next time we meet, because we will be discussing further. And no pressure. You just write it in your own time, but please have something to come and
Just tell
share.
them that don't need to be shy. Even if you can't write 2 pages, just write anything. And that anything will lead to something, because that's how I motivate people going on. I'll say at least you attempted something. So don't be ashamed. Just write. There's always something there you have. So
Definitely.
thank you, sister.
And the beauty of it is you don't have to put your camera on. Okay? So nobody can see you, nobody knows what you look like. It doesn't matter. We're just in a room together and we're just sharing. So don't feel pressured, because nobody wants you to feel pressured. It's a gentle exercise and it's going to help all of us. Definitely. And on the last few minutes left, does anybody else have something to add to what's been said?
Can I come in here, please?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, for those who are able to put down their ideas like skeleton and help those, and we want those who have experience in this area to have a look at the manuscript. I think they're also welcome to share if they don't mind. Because like I lecture here in London, and then when I started in the university, one of the things I told my fellow lecturers, most of them had ideas for book writing, and some already had some things written down, but they were not working towards that. And I told them, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I give you every Friday, give me write a chapter, write something on what you think, the topic you have and the interest you have. And that was how we started. Gradually, initially it was like, oh, it was an idea, oh, I put something there, but I don't have the energy or the motivation to move on from there. And I was able to ginger them up. I tell you that by today, some of them already have their books published,
Awesome.
because of course, submit it to me. I have a look at it, give them feedback, add this to that, remove this from that. And of course, today, some of them are very proud authors. So that anybody who has anything down and wouldn't mind sharing for input, why not? Because this is a community, we are here to help one another.
That's
That's it.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. You just said that. Spot on. No judgment. Just, let's support each other. Why not? Why not? Thank you so much, brother, for that contribution. And also the fact that, you're willing, if people want to share, you know. Um, I can see your hand or raised, Allah Bede Gafar. Please say what you want to say. I can hear you.
Yeah, hi, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
I just want to add a little thing to what you have said since.
Hmm.
My name is Alabede Gafar Lamlekan. That's the name. Without wasting much of time, I'll just go with maybe like 2 seconds to 3 seconds speech.
Okay.
About this writing things down in your diary or your memo, I think is very, very important in a woman's life.
Mhm.
To be honest, I can remember a few years back, like I was so down, no parents. I mean, my mom, she's late, and as man always do their thing. Just have to try our own way out. No one except my guardians that are there for me, trying to guide me. At least they will try their best, but they can't do everything for me.
Mm.
So I figured it out. Okay, what's my passion? What will I go for? What will I do to make things happen? Then I was trying my best, trying sewing clothes, doing this, doing that. No results, nothing, nothing. When I calculate my what's this thing? Yearly payments from my boss, nothing much, no value things to achieve with the money.
Mm.
Nothing, just spending, eating, buying clothes.
Mm.
Then I come up with idea. Okay, let me just get this straight. I bought what's it called? A memo. I mean notepad with a
Mhm.
biro at
Mm.
one nearest supermarket around OTM.
Mm.
So I have to this year I want to get one machine, industrial sewing machine and gen this year. At least at worst, that's all I can do. So with times I focus on it, contribute, join this, join that. I'm tired. I can't. Let me just put it this way. Thanks to Fair Money though, I used to. That's me. That's business though. It's not about I'm borrowing, but that's business. I used to
Mm.
borrow money from them. With the little time and everything. Borrow
Mm.
money, and thank God I get my what's it called, industrial machine,
Mm.
which is sewing. I'm happy. I mark it on my memo. So I go next
Mm.
to my next plan, which is Jen. I work hard and I get it. From there, I realized that jotting things down or writing your life, or I mean, I'm not good in writing though, but I think this can help anybody out there, to be honest.
That's right.
Just jot it and focus. Jot it, write
Mhm.
it down and focus. And this your memo or diary, whatever you have, let it to be close to you, somewhere you are, like maybe your bedroom. Don't like you said earlier that we Nigerians we don't read. To
Mm.
be honest, we Nigerians we don't read.
Mhm.
I don't like. Despite that, I bought what's it called, Poor Dad and Rich Dad.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe you are going to know the novel though.
I know the book. I do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought it. I think it's around 3 months ago. Three
Mm.
months ago, I've never finished that thing. But that's a problem for me. I'm trying to figure things out because this thing is getting out of hand. Like we
Mm.
Nigerians, we don't read. We do.
Mm.
We don't listen to news. All we want is cruise online, make fun, watch TikTok, and that's not life. Even
Mm.
Otedola, these people write their book, they are authors. Wale
Mm.
Soyinka, Professor Wale Soyinka is authors. I'm a
Mhm.
art student, that's literature.
Mhm.
Is authors.
Mhm.
So these rich people comes up with jotting things down, writing
Yeah.
their name, writing story about. Like we all know, this Otedola, he borrowed money from his brother to invest.
Mm.
Without the book, how will you know that? That's
That's
the
it.
storyline. That's the storyline. So I
That's it.
think this will be helpful to us, we youth in Nigeria at the moment. Though the Nigeria, but we is kind of somehow country, but you just have to try your best. If you are trying your best, people will see, okay, this guy is trying. Let's support. Let's do this. But what you are trying on, try to jot it down so you won't lose focus. So you will
That's
know
it.
what needs to do with your life,
You got
and
it.
you will know
That's it.
where you are coming from. Like, okay,
Mm.
I've passed through this, passed through that,
Yeah.
passed through this, passed through that. To
Yeah.
be honest, like I don't I'm sorry, I seems like I forget her name. That woman that talk about stroke. I have a stroke
Yes.
person in my family.
Mm.
In my family, it's very, very, very helpful. Like I was like, this thing is like you don't know when it's coming. You have to keep on checking yourself, maybe time to time.
Yes.
Maybe around 6 months. Just go for checkup.
Mhm. Look
But
after
jot it down.
yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Just go for checkup. Check yourself. What's going on? Okay, what am I next to do? What am I supposed to do by June? By every month, have purpose. Every day,
Mhm.
have purpose. Every minute, have purpose. Jot it down.
Mm.
Focus.
Mm.
Keep
Mm.
working. People will support you. If you don't have anything that they can invest on, you'll be like everyone hates you. No, everyone don't hate
Mm.
you. But
Mm.
you yourself, you have to have this value. So when people come in, this thing can multiply. So that's all I have to add. I really find this
Thank
helpful.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that contribution. On that note, I'm just going to say, don't forget your assignment, please.
Sure.
Everybody who has attended this webinar today, try and make sure you write something that you're going to share with us the next time we meet again.
Trust
And I
me, I would like to
sincerely
add.
hope, yes.
I will add. At least, I mean, I'm not that good in writing, but I'll try my best because I have
Yes.
this storyline to jot down for people.
Mhm.
Don't lose hope on yourself. Like you can't make it. There's nothing like I'm sorry, I love music a lot. So I love this guy, Lewin. I don't know, maybe I'm pronouncing it well. Lewin. About story. He said Uncle Bob refused to let me down on a cold floor. I don't know, maybe it's because I read a lot, I listen to news, I listen to music. That's my own hobbies, that's what I do.
Mhm.
Focus on work, listen. So if you read, you know what next to do. All these things will help your life. Like something that people are doing to make it, you can find it helpful to yourself. That's it.
Yes.
That's what I figured out about reading.
Thank you. Thank you
Sorry,
very much.
please, can we have a date? Can we be specific? Can we make
Um,
sure that, yes, please.
oh, thank
I
you
think
so much
it will
for that.
motivate. Yes, I think it
I'm
will motivate.
happy. I'm happy that
Yeah.
you've asked. So I'm going to ask Sister Joy, because she's the
Yes,
coordinator, if she can
yes.
give us any idea of when we can meet again.
Okay.
Like even if it's going to be a month, I don't know.
I think sooner will be better
Sooner
because
than a month,
yeah,
like
it will
earlier.
yeah, maybe another Sunday evening in 2 weeks. At least people would have had time to put
Wow.
things down.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sister Joy.
Yeah, I think I will also support what you said at the
Oh
same
wow. Okay.
because people will start losing up momentum.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah,
Okay. Okay, I
Crazy.
sent a
yeah.
message to say that we're going to create a group where we can chat some more about it and decide on the date. So that's the
Okay,
message I just got now. So
okay. A
watch this
WhatsApp group.
space. Watch this
Okay,
space. We'll be in touch.
okay,
We'll let you know.
okay,
Please use the chat to give us maybe your, I don't know, email,
okay,
a way for us to reach you so that you would know when the next one is going to be. Because I
okay,
can see that a lot of people want to know. And if you've got a moment, please leave a feedback about this webinar, please,
okay,
before you go, so that the organizers of this webinar would know that it is webinar that has helped people and people would like more. Okay? So
Where do we leave the feedback?
in the chat, please.
In the chat.
In the chat,
Okay.
yeah. So you can
Wait,
use,
can I speak?
yes, you can.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Ye Wande, for this wonderful section. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
You're
thank you.
welcome. God
Yeah.
bless.
Everybody, please, I would want you to send a message through our email, women of influence circle at gmail.com. Please get this. Women at that's women of influence circle at gmail.com. Now, to drop a feedback, all you have to do is click on your Chrome browser and search for exclusive women of influence circle. You can drop a feedback there for us. We are on Google, we are searchable, and we are on all social media platforms. So this section, we want you to actually take your time to write this, because please do not rush. 1 week is actually too small, I would say. So please take your time sorry, let me drop that. Let me drop what I said. The women of influence circle at gmail.com.
Sorry, it's not 1 week, it's 2 weeks, every 2 weeks for 2 pages.
So drop a message at womenofinfluencecircle.com, and every other persons that registered through the registration link of this Google Meet would get an email. For everyone that registered through the link, already gotten an email today. So those people there will get an email. And if you're not receiving an email, please drop a message at womenofinfluencecircle at gmail.com so that you'll be added there and you'll also receive an email like every other person. So take your time. Our sister has said a lot of things. If you're not good in writing, all you have to do is record. When you record, you're going to listen to what you said. With that, is going to help you. And that's one of the things that have helped me when it comes to writing something, record yourself. When you record yourself, just pour your heart, say everything, and then you go back to listen. Do not mind your voice. Oh, is this the way I sound and all that? Do not mind that. All you have to do is listen to what you said. When you're recording yourself, it's just like, okay, I am talking to you right now. You see how I am flowing, the way our sister was speaking with us, see the way we're flowing. When everyone were dropping their own contribution, you see the way you were flowing. The same way you'll be recording yourself as if you're talking to somebody. And with that, it's going to help you with that. So please take your time, record yourself. That particular thing you want to talk about, just write. You don't need to be perfect. Okay. So drop a message at womenofinfluencecircle@gmail.com. It's an email. Just drop us an email and then we'll add you to that particular link so that you also get the due date. Okay. At least, even if you're taking like a month, more, you will get an email. Thank you. And thank you once again for joining. Thank you for spending over an hour plus with the exclusive Women of Influence Circle. And thanks to our wonderful sister, Sister Yewande. Thank you for this beautiful section.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Thank you very
And
much.
sorry,
Thank you.
sorry, this is also recorded. So we're going to post this on our YouTube channel at Exclusive Women of Influence Circle on YouTube. So you can always go back. And when we post it on YouTube, we're going to add details under there. So you can go to search for Exclusive Women of Influence Circle at least by tomorrow. Just search for Exclusive Women of Influence Circle on YouTube. And then whatever message you've missed out, whatever details you didn't get here, you're going to see it under the descriptions on YouTube. Thank you once again and have a nice evening.
Thank you. Bye.